This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hi everybody. Well, today we are going to be talking about something that's very exciting for me, even though it's during a very difficult time that we're all going through. I'm not going to mention, you already know what goes on, but how I've been able to cope with it is by trying to find hidden gems, games out there that I didn't know about or heard little about or haven't had a chance to play, and taking that time while there's really been nothing coming out extensively the way it would during this time. I mean, this right around this time is Gen Con time, and you're getting hit with a million games. Well, it was kind of neat because I had a chance to go back and sometimes even go way back and pull some things in, and I wanted to point out some of the things that I found that were hidden gems to me that I really thought were just really fantastic experiences. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of these games that I really enjoyed. Now, all these games I'm talking about are games that, are not big games. These are games that kind of flew under the radar, and I consider them hidden gems. At least for me. Maybe a lot of you knew a lot of these things out there. One of the games that really blew me away was a very old game that I had a long time ago, and I was able to get my hands on it and find out that it's still out there and that there's a company still producing it, and that is Legions of Steel. This is a really neat game, and it's huge. It's huge as far as tile wise. It is a futuristic dungeon crawl. You are a bunch of mech suit guys, and you are taking out these robots that kind of look like the Terminators, and they are nasty. It is brutal. The game is unforgiving and a lot of fun, and I really suggest you take a look at it. Legions of Steel, really great game. Another game that I've been working on behind the scenes and playing, making sure I have it down, but absolutely love it, and I have to finish painting it. That is Dark Light Memento Mori. This game is phenomenal. It reminds me a lot of the old Warhammer Quest. I really love this game. I suggest if you have the means to find it and hunt it down, it is very rare. I think it is a fantastic experience, and I had a lot of fun with it. And I can't wait to show you guys very soon once I finish painting it, as soon as my hand feels a little bit better. Another game that I was really surprised that had a tough time kickstarting to begin with, and then turned out to just be this fantastic experience. There's 3 different box sets with 2 different factions in each box set, and that's For What Remains. We did it live here with my friend Nate and Mo, Gimpy Gamer, if you don't know who Nate is. And David Thompson actually sat in on it, which was a lot of fun. And everybody knows him for Undaunted and all the other great games that he puts out. But this little game from DVG is a masterpiece, and it is fantastic. It is fun. It is enjoyable beyond human belief. I love this game, and I hope that you guys take a look at it and check it out. Another game that really blew me away was a game called Core Space. It's something that I've painted, and you guys saw. It's part of the Battle Systems, which is phenomenal terrain, and they built a game around it, and the game is so much fun. You are these traders, and you are going through the universe, but there's this almost like robot tech that's taking over the universe, so you have to kind of scavenge, trade, and do a number of things before these things overtake your station. All kinds of different scenarios you can do. You get all these neat guns. Sometimes you think you got the perfect gun, and then all of a sudden you find another one, and then you got to drop that gun because you can only carry so much. Then you can sell some of it too to get more money so you can purchase better things, and it just becomes this fantastic experience. If you have a chance, check out the Gimpy Gamer. He did a wonderful series on it. We're going to be doing ours very soon, live, coming to you guys. Another game that absolutely blown me away was Legends Untold. I really enjoyed this. I've been playing a lot of single player games, and this game was just wonderful. I love the way how you tilt the cards and the caves and the dungeon, and how you work your way through, and each card you gotta negotiate and deal with different things, and you're just able to keep it all in front of you, and it is absolutely phenomenal, and I really enjoy it. Another game, if you are a fan of 4 Against Darkness, these next two I really highly suggest, because they are absolutely wonderful, phenomenal, and fantastic experience. Alone Against Fear, which is just one person against just all the unimaginable horrors of life. and you know, everything out of a horror movie you've got to deal with, and it's just fantastic. Also in the same vein, 4 Against Mars, which is the science fiction version of 4 Against Darkness, and that is just enormous fun. I've enjoyed playing that. We've played it live here on the channel. Check it out if you get a chance. Another game that really stands out is Raveing Spire, a game that has this turn dial type of mechanism on this board, and you're trying to get to the final room to fight the final boss, and all the bosses are sealed. Now, some people complain about the randomness of trying to line up the doors, but there's a way to home rule this, and when I did that, I had so much fun. I couldn't beat the game. I didn't care. I loved it. I love a challenge. I almost beat it a few times. I will get it. I really think this is just a lot of fun. It's an underrated game. It comes in this beautiful bookcase. It's just fun. I just had a lot of fun with it. And during these times, if you can find a game that you had a good experience with and kept playing, that's a great thing, as a matter of fact. This game here just blew me away, and that's Ravage, Dungeon of Plunder. A really fantastic game. You're orcs, and you're going through this dungeon, and the solo experience is you got to go through 10 different rooms and then fight this boss. Well, let me tell you, when I got to the boss, I got crushed. And it's so neat because every time you use an action, you gain an experience. And you have to have a certain amount of power points to get these actions. So when you kill something, you're going to get experience, and then you're going to be able to level up your cards, which will give you better abilities. And then you have all these different characters that do all these phenomenal things, and it comes in this little box. It's this little box. It's not a huge box, and there's just so much game in there, and you're going, all this came in that? And you just end up blown away by it. And I've got to admit, one of the best games I played in a while. I had a lot of fun with it. Very much so a hidden gem. Bag of Dungeon is a simplistic game, but so much fun. Just so much fun. I really enjoyed the simplicity of this. If you want to do a quick dungeon crawl and go through and just have an enjoyable fantasy experience, this game does it. This game knocks it out of the park, and it was just so much fun. I did it live here on the channel. I made a few mistakes. Still got crushed. One game I do want to mention, for me personally, even though this game is wildly popular, this game shot up the charts for me. Ziya is phenomenal with the expansion. I thought it was just this 3-player experience. I played it. I enjoyed it. I said, wow, I wish I could. It kind of like Twilight Imperium. I wish there was a way I can solo this. Well, they came out with this expansion. The quality of the components, the quality of the game, the open sandbox experience, and yet the things that you're trying to accomplish, phenomenal, beautiful, wonderful. That game shot up and made my top 10 games of all time. That's how much fun I had with it. The last game I want to talk about, I got the other day, actually yesterday, and it is called Bot War. A very surprising game with beautiful miniatures. I'm just showing these to you right now. This is the way they come out of the box. You got to put a couple things together, but no lines, no mistakes, beautifully formed. You don't have to clean any of the resin. Just well done. And the rules, simple, easy, enjoyable. It's just something that you could play with somebody young or old and just have a quick game of just bots going at it. 1980 feel bots, a feel to the bots, and just fight it out. Made the best man win. And that's the kind of stuff I really, really enjoy. So far through this very difficult time that we're going through, those are the games that I consider hidden gems this year. Okay, games that were really, really under the radar. Nobody was talking about, and yet we tried to bring to you guys in some fashion, in some form. I have a whole bunch more that I'm going to be going through, and when we get to the end of this year, I hope to have another list of just even more fantastic experiences that you guys can go out and try for yourselves and have the same kind of wonderful experiences I had. And that's what's most important, is introducing you to things that you may not know about, or things that you have heard little about but really don't see anything about, and bringing that to the table for you so you can experience it and hopefully find maybe one of your top 10s of all time in one of the games. You never know. They're out there. There's so many wonderful games. So, until next time, it's your old pal Rob.
The end of the game, and you could get this from Miniature Market, right, Grandpa?
You can get this from Miniature Market. That's right.
Yeah, everything you need. Bye.